Hello, Squadron, and welcome back to another guided Reiki session. For this session, I want to do something different. I want to try out a new one with you, okay? And this is something that I have been slowly introducing with the clients that I work one-on-one with. So if you're ever interested in learning more about one-on-one sessions, my email is down in the description. So just shoot me an email to learn more, okay? But yes, this session will be on the garden, or what I've been calling the garden, okay? So in the garden, it is ultimately about tapping into and working with your spirit guide, your spirit team, to create an environment so that you feel safe and secure for deep, necessary healing to take place. And trust me when I say this is extraordinary and powerful healing, okay? And that's what I want to do here today. So if that sounds like something you're comfortable with, all you need to do is just sit back, relax, remove your shoes, remove any jewelry, because jewelry does absorb Reiki energy, and we want all of this energy to go to you and you only. All right? All right. And then as you're doing that, as you're preparing yourself and all that good stuff, I'm going to center myself so that I can send the symbols to you to establish the connection between you, well, you and I, and then we can get underway with this session, all right? All right, here we go. So I'm going to use my handy dandy wand as always to draw the symbols and of course send them to you. All you need to do is to set the intention to receive these symbols for your highest and greatest good. You could also turn this into a mantra or a chant that you can say either silently to yourself or out loud. A good example would be, I accept the symbols being sent to me. I accept the symbols being sent to me. I accept the symbols being sent to me. Okay, here we go. First symbol. Second symbol. Third symbol. Here we go. Okay, there you go. Now the symbols have been sent to you, and I've also added the extra bonus of them being timeless. So as many times as you need to come back to this video and work with this topic, the symbols will be just as powerful, if not as, well, probably even more powerful as you do the work each time you come back to it. Okay, so putting the wand to the side, and now I'm going to get centered and comfortable with you. So I'm also going to lay back. I'm going to close my eyes, and we're going to start with the 4-count breath. All right, so that's going to be 4 to inhale, 4 to hold, and then 4 to release. Okay, so let's do a sample. So with me now, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I just want you to continue doing that throughout. And the reason for this is because our breath dictates the actions of our body. Okay, so the faster our breath becomes, the more alert, the more on edge our bodies become. But when we slow down the breath, it triggers the body to know that this is the perfect time to release tension, to ease into the moment, to relax, and that ultimately allows us to switch over from the beta state into the alpha state. And that's where we want to be. We want to be in alpha so that way we can really enjoy the benefits of the healing that can only take place when we're in the alpha state, because that is the meditator space. That's where we want to be in, okay? So as you're breathing, as you're releasing that tension, releasing your muscles, now we're going to start to envision the garden, okay? And the reason why we're envisioning it is so that we can send this image to our spirit guides, to our spiritual team, so that they can erect this garden around you for this session, okay? So let's start off with the shape of our garden, right? Is it going to be a round garden? Is it going to be square? Is it going to be some other shape? What shape should your garden be? Are there any flowers that are filling your garden, right? All different types of flowers, all different types of colors. And don't worry about if your garden contains colors that you've never seen naturally occurring in nature with those flowers. This is not a time to be very specific or hard on yourself about being as close to realistic as possible, right? Go with what works for you, what seems genuine for you, and that is what this session is about, right? Being as totally authentic to yourself as possible, all right? Animals, right? What garden does not have at least one or two animals? So are there any squirrels, birds? Maybe there's more exotic animals than that. And also insects. Like I said, insects. There we go. You can also have incense, but insects like bees, ants, ladybugs, right? Are they present? And if so, how many of them are they? What do they look like? Or maybe there's even some animals that exist in mythology or don't even exist in this world that occupy your garden, representing spiritual animals, spirit totems, whatnot, that are calling out to work with you. Again, this is your garden. The only limitation you have is the one that you're placing on yourself. Is there a body of water either near or in your garden, right? Is there a little pond? Is there kind of like a stream that runs through your garden? You might even have a whole lake that sits either inside or right beside your garden. Again, only limitations you have is the ones you're putting on yourself. Are there trees? What time of day is it? Is it early morning, afternoon, dusk, at night? Is there a path that runs through your garden? Or do you just have to walk through the grass and the field of flowers? And last, but certainly not least, what type of perimeter or gate or fence or even a wall surrounds your garden? right? Really immerse yourself in this experience and allow it to be just as real as what we call reality. Allow your senses to interact with this garden that you and your spiritual team are creating. What smells fill your nose? Are there any fruit or other things that you can sample or taste? How does your fingers feel running against the grass, the different plants and flowers and trees? Or if there is water, dipping your fingers into the water and feeling the temperature of the water. What can you hear? Do you hear the animals, the running of water? Is it just quiet? Is there some type of ethereal music coming out of nowhere that just plays in your garden? And what can you see, right? Taking in all of it through your third eye. Seeing beyond what we normally allow ourselves to see. For some, you may even see your spirit guides or spiritual team surrounding your garden, creating an energetic barrier for this great and powerful healing to take place. Only positive energy, light, love, ancient wisdom, and ancient healing may enter this garden. Negative, toxicity, low vibrational energy, whatever the case may be, is being blocked and prevented from entering your garden, from entering this space. You feel completely and totally at peace. This is your safe haven. You may even feel like this garden has a familiar energy to it, even though this is your first time ever being here. And for some, the reason for this is because even though you just created this garden today, it was created with the same protective energies, the same nourishing, healing energies that have been with you for this entire lifetime and even some of your past lifetimes. All right. And what I want you to do in this garden is I want you to find a spot in the garden, right? Allow your heart to just lead you there. Or maybe it just feels like an intuitive hit, just leading you to the right spot in the garden for this healing to take place. And as you arrive to the destination where the healing will take place, you notice a figure is already there. This being is a representative of your spiritual team, and their purpose is to help you to heal in the way that you need to most for your highest and greatest good. For they have access to healing methods that you didn't even know existed. Ancient wisdom, primordial healing, source energy. All of these tools are at the representative's behest to use for you, to allow you to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All you need to do is just be open and accepting of the healing. And so you do. You accept the invitation of the representative. You sit down on the ground in front of them, and you watch the representative reach over and carefully select a flower. But not just any flower. As the representative selects the flower, it brings it up to its mouth and breathes into it. It breathes wisdom. It breathes healing. It breathes primordial force energy. It breathes unconditional love. It breathes into this flower everything that your body needs to heal. And you start to see that the color of the flower has now changed into a bright red. And the representative holds up the red flower and says, "This flower is to heal your root chakra and any issues that your root chakra may have been causing to you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you accept this red flower?" And so you do, and the representative places the red flower towards your body to the area that your root chakra is located, and a portal appears on your body, allowing the flower to pass through and to enter your root chakra. The red flower descends into your root chakra, its petals splitting from the main flower, carrying with it the healing that the representative placed into it, swirling around, spreading the medicine to every point and to the deepest depths of your root chakra. And now the representative selects another flower. And just like before, it breathes into the flower wisdom, healing, primordial forces, unconditional love, everything that your body needs. And this time, the flower becomes a bright orange color. The representative once more shows you the flower and says, "This one is to heal your sacral chakra and all of the ways that it has been affecting you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you accept this orange flower?" And you do. The representative places the flower towards the location of your sacral chakra And when it does, a portal opens up for the flower to enter in and to descend to the depths of your sacral chakra, the petals separating from the main flower, spreading the healing all throughout. The representative has now selected a third flower, breathing into it unconditional love, wisdom, primordial forces, healing, everything that your body needs. When it is done, the flower becomes a bright yellow this time. The representative says, this yellow flower carries with it everything that your solar plexus needs to heal and to heal all of the areas in your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, that your solar plexus governs. Do you accept this yellow flower? As you give your confirmation to the representative, it lowers the flower towards the area of your solar plexus. A portal appears and the flower descends into the depths of your solar plexus. The petals separating from the main flower and spreading the healing all throughout and around your solar plexus. The representative now selects a fourth flower. Just like before, unconditional love, wisdom, healing, primordial forces, and everything that your body needs is imbued into this flower. And it turns this time into a bright green. The representative says this flower is for your heart chakra. And it will heal all of the areas in your life affected by the heart chakra, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you accept this green flower? As you do, the flower is placed towards the center of your chest. A portal appears, and the flower descends into the depths of your heart chakra. The petals separating and bringing healing energy to every point inside your heart chakra. The representative now selects a fifth flower. Same as before, it places unconditional love, wisdom, healing, primordial force energy, and whatever your body needs to heal for its highest and greatest good into the flower, turning it into a bright blue. It holds up the blue flower to you and says, this is for your throat chakra. It will heal all of the issues that are in your throat chakra, as well as all of the aspects of your life that your throat chakra governs, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you accept this blue flower? You do so, and as it places the blue flower towards the front of your neck, a portal appears for the flower to disappear into. The petals separate, bringing healing to every corner and depth of your throat chakra. representative now selects a 6th flower. Same as before, it places wisdom, healing, primordial force energy, unconditional love, and of course, everything that your body needs into the flower. Changing the flower's color now to a bright indigo. The representative holds up the indigo flower and says, "This flower is for your third eye. It will heal all issues within your third eye chakra, as well as areas of your life governed by it, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Do you accept this indigo flower?" As you give your confirmation to the representative, it places the indigo flower towards the center of your forehead, where a portal appears to allow the flower to enter in, its petals separating, carrying healing energy to every point and space within your third eye chakra. The representative now selects a 7th flower, breathing into it unconditional love, healing, wisdom, primordial force energy, and all of the healing your body needs. The flower now turned a bright violet. The representative turns towards you and says, "This final flower is for your crown chakra. It will heal everything that has been blocking or harming your crown chakra, and once more bring you into balance with the universe, the collective, and to be able to accept the unconditional love of Source." Do you accept this violet flower? And when you do, the representative places the flower against the very top of your head, where a portal appears, and the flower descends into the depths of your crown chakra, the flower petals separating, carrying healing throughout the entirety of your crown chakra. The representative now says to you, "I set the intention that all 7 flowers and their petals will heal each and every one of your chakras and all areas and aspects that they govern for your highest and greatest good. Let this healing continue until whatever problems that have been affecting you are remedied and removed from your life. Your burdens are lifted. You are at peace. You are enveloped and protected by love. You now have clear sight to see the path that the brightest light illuminates for you. And you will now know and enjoy the life that you deserve." And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. The representative bows to you, and you bow to the representative, bringing this session to an end. But you know, deep down in the core of your being, that this garden will always be here whenever you need to return and work with the representative of your spiritual team again. So for now, you get slowly to your feet. You say goodbye to the representative, to your spirit team, and to the garden. And you walk back to the gate that leads out of your garden and back into your environment. And with each step, you slowly become more and more present and grounded back into your space, back into wherever you were at the beginning of this session. But now you carry with you the utmost healing that will continue on long after this session is over. All right, take this time to just very slowly and deliberately move and wiggle your fingers, your toes, your hands, your feet, your limbs, to bring yourself back, and then finally to open your eyes when you're ready to. I know that can be a lot after being in such a wonderfully healing experience to then have to come back to the 3D, but you know, that's where we live. Okay, welcome back. So I hope that this session has been everything that you needed. Feel free to sound off in the comments and let me know what your experience was working with the garden. If you feel comfortable, you can always describe your garden to me, or what your representative looked like, or just how the experience of the different flowers entering your chakras felt. As always, no pressure. I'm just curious. I like to know. It always helps me with designing, there we go, future topics to do for guided Reiki. All right. Now, in the description, like I said, you're going to find my link to my email if you would like more information about services I provide. Also, my PayPal link is in the description. If you can donate, I appreciate it, but if you can't, I completely understand. And you can do other things to help me that cost nothing, like subscribing to my channel. Sorry, I'm still in the meditation. I'm still zen. Or liking this video, sharing it, all of those things, because you have absolutely no idea how important little gestures like that really mean to getting my content to as many people as possible, okay? And until we meet again, I'm going to send you a little bit more Reiki. But this time, I'm going to send it to you for the purpose of healing your shadow self so that you may embrace your true self. Namaste.